Hi, my name is Kimberly Gomez. I'm the CEO of MagnaWave. I heard about CEO mindset through a veteran friend of mine who was also taking the course. Her name's Rosemary. Um, and she was telling me about it, and she said it would be really good. She thought it would be something because she knew I was wanting to start my business. And she figured it would be a good way for me to kind of, you know, I guess, get into a CEO mindset, because, a lot of us have great ideas of, wanting to start our own business. But when you take a step back and you look about like, what does it really take to start it, to run your own business? There's a lot more to it than just the idea of what you're going to be doing, your service you're going to provide, or the product you're going to sell. There's way more to it than that. I thought I knew how to run a business. I thought I knew it. And I was just actually looking at the service that I was going to provide and thought it was a great idea. I didn't realize that that mentality that I was having was more of like an employee mind frame, just doing the work and getting paid for it. I didn't really have that CEO mindset, like, thinking about, every aspect of the company. That was probably the thing I learned the most, was I had to get out of that employee mind frame of just executing, to taking a step back and looking more of the big picture of everything. The thing that I learned the most about my business is when I was thinking about it, I was definitely thinking of it more on a small scale. It was one of those things that I remember when I first got into it, someone was first telling me about, how's your business scalable? And at first I was like, I don't know. But then going through CEO mindset, I learned different ways I can not only, not just provide a service, but also, if whatever different avenues I wanted to take and different approaches to those things. I definitely feel like I'm now more equipped to going and talking to more clients, and I have been, especially like even during this COVID thing, COVID pandemic. I've been able to, gain clients, and I'm I guess fortunate enough that I'm, deal with the human side, and I'm also dealing with animals. So some people will be a little bit more open to you coming to their barn versus coming to their home. Um, so that's in that sense that I've definitely been able to even, start growing my business even during this pandemic. So one of the things that I realized I needed to do, I personally am not a big social media person. So I know I needed help in the marketing department. So I actually teamed up with one of my fellow veterans, Patricia Murphy. I figured I went ahead and, used the big D in the aid and delegated that to her. Um, and it's one of those things, like, a lot of, some of my friends, they're like, oh wow, like you're really putting content out there and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's no, it's not me, but I got someone handling that. And I'm happy. But it's one of those things, like, I'm happy with the results. And I probably wouldn't have really thought about going that route. I would have tried to like figure out on my own, where it was just like, hey, definitely you need some aid in your life. So delegating it and just eliminating some things, and it was stressful for me. Going through CEO mindset really was like, it made me comfortable with failing, like, or making the wrong choice, because then it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just more of a lesson learned. Okay, well, next time we won't do that, or it'll develop like a new process for my business or something like that. So I definitely am trying to change my fears into something, how I can pull something positive out of it. I still feel like we all have like the same amount of time in a day, but I'm able to now focus more on. I feel like I'm able to get more accomplished during the day, because I have more of a plan of how I'm going to handle things. Being a mom and being, a CEO, and you have a million and one different things, or, trying to start a business, you have a million and one different things on your mind that you have to, and everything seems like it's the most important thing. So I feel like it's definitely given me better time management skills, and how to attack things. So you don't become overwhelmed. So you don't, have those mental breakdowns that you do every once in a while. To be a CEO, one means to be a leader. And I'm not saying just like a leader where you're just the person barking the orders. But for me, it's to be a CEO is that you have to be willing to kind of get down in the trenches and see firsthand what's going on with your business, to really understand what that is. And also, to be a CEO, you also have to listen. You have to be a good listener, I think, to listen because you may have great ideas in your head, but there may be someone on your team that might have a better idea or a better way of going about it. Definitely would recommend it to friends and colleagues. I've let several of my friends know that are thinking about starting a business, or some of them that may have and like are doing something on the side is to earn extra income, and to them I'm like, you could actually turn that into like a business. You should really look into this. So I think CEO mindset was a great course. And I definitely think that if anybody is wanting to start a business or has an idea or even has a business that it's just maybe not going right, or you want to change things, I would definitely say CU mindset will definitely get you going in the right direction.